G'day everybody, Paz here, with the kids in tow. Flathead season is upon us. According to reports, catches are ramping up and decent specimens are making their way downstream. The perfect time for a family fishing session. My sons, J and M, have been bugging me to take them out on the flats. With the conditions too windy for kayaking, that sounds like a plan. To make it interesting, they're each choosing a lure and putting them to the test. My next snapshot. Head out to the flats with the kids, get them their first flatty of the season, and in doing so, confirm to myself that sizable lizards are now widespread throughout the Swan. Before we left on our session, J and M chose their lures. Both went for soft plastics over hard bodies, or buckaboos. Fair enough, although the blowies might have something to say about that. 8-year-old J elected a bait junkie curly-tailed grub, 3 inches long, and in a lovely natural green colour. 5-year-old M's plastic of choice was a purple, sparkly version of the Flathead soft plastic I used in my previous snapshot. Interesting. Will it pay off? The wind was pretty intense as we headed down to our spot. With everything pre-rigged with 6-pound lines and leaders, it was just a matter of whacking on the plastics and letting the kids loose. Both of them can cast, with Jay having taught M recently, so out they went. Of course, as dad, I was given the job of head detangler and snag removalist. As I held M's plastic from under a rock, Jay's shout split the air. Jay had hooked up on his very first cast, and boy was he happy. It was hooked perfectly too, right in the corner of the mouth. It seemed his plastic choice was a good one. 36 centimetres, a decent flathead, and proof they were spread to most parts of the Swan. As is Jay's habit, he released it, through me. Despite only having one cast, Jay's interest was drawn by a few sand crabs, leaving me to cast out his line. A couple of retrieves later, and bang. As I reeled in my own fish, M's rod buckled. To say we were excited was an understatement. I like to think I'm a pretty reserved guy, but I have no problem going nuts when my kids are having a blast.
Oh, he's got one! He's got one! Yeah! Woo! Look at this! Doubles! Doubles! Jake, give us a cheer! Yeah! Doubles!
M was vibrating with excitement. Both flathead were size, with the bigger going a touch over 40 centimetres. Both went back, the bigger one via Mark's pinch grip.
Okay, ready?
As quickly as the bite was on, it went quiet. It didn't stop M's confidence though, and he had me change to a larger soft plastic minnow, a fat green number that he could cast into the wind a bit easier. M's stubbornness paid off, and he was on again.
He's got one! He's got one!
However, he made the mistake of trying to lift the fish onto shore, rather than drag it, and off it went. While he was disappointed, it's all part of the learning curve. Learn by doing, and turn your mistakes into future opportunities. Half an hour later, he got his chance. The wind was howling now, and poor Jay was shivering. Not surprising, as the kid's basically a wingless grasshopper. As I wound in my line, M insisted on one last cast, a phrase that cemented his status as a genuine angler. As it turns out, the last cast was the cast that hooked up. M learned from his mistake and walked backwards, leading the fish to shore. Predictably, we all went nuts.
Yes, keep walking, keep it on the ground, keep it on the ground. Yay! Yes! Here, hold my rod, Jay. Come and get my rod. Come and get my rod. I'm snagged. Okay.
We were so busy celebrating, the fish even escaped. No matter, it was still a magic afternoon. I love fishing with family. The boys were buzzing on the way home, and very satisfied that their lure choices worked out. For me, I was proud of them, and I also confirmed for myself a sizable flathead and are truly present throughout the Swan's lower reaches. More flat sessions are on the horizon, and I have the feeling I'll be having a couple of tag-alongs. Snapshot complete. Thanks for watching. What amazing family fishing sessions have you had? Whack it down in the comments below. I'd love to hear about them. As always, this video is dedicated to my two sons, who are currently bragging about being better anglers than me. Fair enough, I say. This is Paz, wishing you fair winds and tight lines. Until next time.